5 gallons. 5 gallons is a perfect size description for a nano tank. It's small, barely takes up any space, and you don't need a whole lot of stuff for it. Before we get started, I want to quickly talk about today's sponsor, which is you clicking the subscribe button and supporting this channel. Thank you all very much. First tank, Driftwood Paradise. Find a good looking piece of driftwood and place it in the very center. It's important to get the right piece of wood because this is going to be the centerpiece and everything else pretty much revolves around it. Use resin plants such as Anubias, Java fern, and Bucephalandra to cover all over the wood. You want to get the piece of driftwood covered with plants as much as possible. Now for the stocking, get a single betta fish or pea puffer. I recommend providing as many hiding spaces as possible as they are very shy fish and will enjoy having their own privacy. Next up we have the Anubias Jungle. Add 7 to 10 pieces of Anubias, big and small, and place them accordingly in your tank. Yes, you heard that right, 7 to 10 pieces of Anubias. Not 7 to 10 leaves, but 7 to 10 pieces. Try to get the same species of Anubias so that all the plants look matched. Place the big Anubias in the back and place the smaller Anubias towards the front. You could anchor them by tying small pebbles to their roots or just glue their roots onto a rock. The goal is to fill the tank full of Anubias to create a jungle. Add a school of 6 emerald guppies and try to get a 2-to-1 female to male ratio. The reason for that is because the males will constantly try to mate with the females, so therefore it's always recommended to keep in a ratio with more females. Third tank, Jungle Forest. Fill the tank to the brim with jungle val, also known as Vallisneria. Get a nice large piece of driftwood to use as hardscape. In this scenario, I wouldn't recommend using spiderwood as it just doesn't have the same effect. A large dark piece of Malaysian driftwood placed in the center would be the optimal choice. Throw in a pearl gourami to spice things up. Alternatively, switch out the pearl gourami with a honey or dwarf gourami. Either one would look very gorgeous as centerpiece fish. For the cleanup crew, a few mystery snails would do the job. Fourth tank, Betta Paradise. If I could set up any tank I want to at this moment, this might be one of my top choices. Add 3 aqua stones and place them accordingly in the deep right hand corner. You could use those stones to hide your filter or anything else you think might ruin the view. For the filtration, I recommend using an internal power filter or a sponge filter. Both have very little water flow, which is important when setting up a betta tank. Anyways, back to topic. Use S-repens as a carpeting plant and cover the surface with salvinia or some type of floating plant. Make sure to keep the substrate black or dark to create a contrast between that and the plants and the hardscape. After everything is set up, you'll need to go to your local fish store and choose a beautiful looking betta that you are attracted to. That betta will become the centerpiece fish of the setup, so choose wisely. Fifth and final tank, Killifish Paradise. I actually got this idea from an aquarium at my local fish store, so I saw a really interesting setup they had and it's been on my mind ever since. Here's how it goes. Fill it to the brim with guppy grass and make sure to add a lot but not too much to the point where there isn't any open space. Add a breeding pair of killifish along with a couple zebra nerite snails. The guppy grass would provide a very natural environment for the killies and it also provides lots of hiding spaces for their babies. That is, if they have any. Pretty interesting, right? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. See you all in the next one.